world? It's me, Coco, and I am back with another video. And I had to sit on the message that I'm going to share today because I wanted to make sure that it was meant for me to share it, right? So before I get into the message, right, I want to talk a little bit about how us as prophetic people are who are chosen to share a message. A lot of the times, the message relates to us on a personal level. More times than not, it definitely relates to us on a personal level, right? So, and I bring that up to say that when I got my message today, right, I was thinking to myself, like, is this meant for me or is this meant for somebody else, right? Because, I'm living my life trying to do the best that I can do, you know, with like circumstances or whatever, right? And on the spiritual journey, sometimes it feel like we oftentimes get disconnected from our source, from our ancestors or whoever you believe in, right? And when you get disconnected or when you feel like you're disconnected from source, it feels like you're not doing the work, right? But in our reality, you are doing the work. That's that spiritual resting phase for you. That's that mental resting phase for you, right? So y'all know I talk a lot about energetic shifts happening for those who are doing the work. And it seems like I'm supposed to just be announcing these shifts because it seems like every few months I'm announcing another shift, right? But yeah, for those who have been doing the work, there is another shift happening for you all, for us all, right? Like I said, even though it may feel like you have not been spiritually in tune or you have not been spiritually connected, it does not mean that you were disconnected. It just means that you were in a resting phase at that point in time because you're getting ready to gear up for another phase, aka the energetic shift. Okay? So I'm just here to remind you that you all are doing a great job and doing the work that you need to do, even if it don't feel like it, right? And it's so funny that the new moon is coming up. So of course, a lot of new beginnings, a lot of, and it's in Virgo. It's in Virgo, but tropical, but it's in Leo Vedic. So it's a lot of self-realization, self-confidence building, self-helping, a lot that has to do with self, realizing what makes you happy as an individual. What can you do to boost your confidence? What can you do to boost your happiness? How can you make your space suitable for you, right? How can you make your life suitable for you? Like, even though Virgo is the sign of being of service, it's being of service to self first, because through serving ourselves we are able to serve others, right? And then Leo is a sign of confidence. So be confident in serving yourself. Be confident in putting yourself in the position to serve others, because think about it, honestly speaking, if you have $5 in your bank account and your mother, brother, boyfriend, girlfriend, whoever asks you for $10, and you as the giving person want to give them $10, how are you going to give them $10 when you only have 5, right? Be confident. Say no. If you don't necessarily want to say no, be honest. I don't have it. But you definitely got to watch your words. Don't say that I'm broke, but you can definitely say that I don't have it right now. And do what you got to do to continue to build your money up. Again, be confident in building yourself up. Be confident in helping yourself, right? Both signs, Virgos and Leo. Yeah, both signs of Virgos and Leo are the signs of perfectionists, right? Leos, they don't like to do nothing because of, ego purposes or whatever, right? And then Virgos, they're just very meticulous for the most part, right? So this is the time to really focus on self, focus on your ego, focus on your space, focus on what it is that you want, what it is that you desire, right? Earth signs are all about desires. It's all about wants. It's all about needs. It's all about stability. It's all about structure, right? What can you do to build these structures? What is it that you desire? How can you get what you desire? There's nothing wrong with having desires, despite what people say. There's nothing wrong with having that. And then again, with the Leo energy, Leo is fire. Fire is all about passion. It's all about energy. So putting your energy into the right places, putting your energy into building the structure, putting your energy into getting those desires, right? This is the time to do all that. This is the time to focus on self and what you want. Don't you in the background. But this is time to really focus on self. And just because you focus on self does not mean that you are selfish. You can focus on yourself and still be selfless. Because again, as a parent, I'm going to put myself before my children. Why? Because if I'm not right, my children are not going to be right. I literally just told my daughter last night, Momo, I understand, you're nervous about sleeping in a room by yourself, but understand I can't be up all night with you because I have to get sleep too. If I don't get, I asked her, I said, don't you want me to be a good mommy? She said, yes. I said, exactly. I cannot be a good mommy if I don't get the sleep that I need. So in order for me to be the good mommy, I need to get some sleep, and I need you to get some sleep, right? I put myself first. I did what I had to do for my daughter, or what I felt like I could do for my daughter, but I also put myself first. I put myself, in a position, I confidently put myself in a position to put myself first, so that way when I be of service to myself, I then can be of service to my children. And a lot of situations are literally that easy. Being a parent, it's never easy putting yourself before your children. But at the end of the day, when you get used to doing it and realizing that it's not selfish, it'd be easy. And outside of parent and child relationship, it is easier to put yourself before other people. Okay? So, yeah, is there anything else? That's just the main focus for this time is self. You can be selfish and be selfless, right? You can focus on yourself and be selfless, okay? Focusing on yourself does not make you selfish. It's selfish when you always, always, always put yourself first, even when you're at the top, right? What selfish is, you putting yourself first at the demise of other people, that's like me putting myself first, and not caring how my child feels about sleeping in the living room by herself. That's selfish, right? Not comforting her, not doing what I'm supposed to do as a mother, right? That's selfish. It's also selfish to, have to have her sisters sleeping in my room and then have her sleep outside. Not outside, but out in her own room, right? Stuff like that is selfish, putting other people in a position to where they can lose unnecessarily, right? So, yep, that is today's message. The energetic shifts are happening. Now is the time to really focus on self. Not to be self-reliant per se, right? Self-reliancy is not the focus, right? And that's not saying be dependent on other people, but self-reliance is not the focus. I don't want you to get self-confidence and self-care confused with self-reliance, right? Because they are two different things, right? So focus on self. How can you build yourself? How can you go? What is it that you desire? What is needed for you to build yourself? And how can you go forth with those actions? So with that being said, please like, comment, share, and subscribe, and enjoy the rest of your day.